Hi, I'm Trevor Lund of RevTrev.com and author of Twitter Tips with RevTrev. Say, if you're interested in getting the book, just go to RevTrev.com/Twitter-tips and you can download it for free. See, one of the things that I'm finding difficult in the book is that Twitter has changed its layout. And of course, if you've been on for any length of time, you've noticed this. And I wanted to show you exactly how to find out who's following you back on Twitter. Now, I'm showing you the page right now. This is for PageMaster in Edmonton, Alberta. This is a company that I'm working for, and I've set up this site for them, and I'm trying to get a following for them. And if you look at here, we're following 1,178 people with 315 followers. So if you know me, you know I let this get out of hand. You're only allowed to follow 2,000 people on Twitter until you have 2,000 following you, and this is on track to just be a real pain once we get there. And so what I'm doing is actually taking some, I'm actually getting rid of people who aren't following us back. And because I've automated this on my other sites, and if you want to know how, get Twitter tips from RevTrev, tell you all about how I automated and how you can too. It's been a while since I've figured out, well, I had to figure out how on earth do I know if people are following me back. Now, first thing I'm going to tell you is, well, let's first talk about why is it important that we only follow people who are following us back. Well, I'm not saying you only follow people who are following you back, because there's going to be people like celebrities that you want to follow. There's going to be people like local news, like local trends. You only have 2,000 that you can follow. That's really limited real estate. Why on earth should I be part of your conversation if you're not willing to be part of mine? And that's my philosophy when I'm on Twitter. So, never let it get this far because it gets really complicated. And I'll show you all of that in this video. But what I've been doing the last few days is going through and checking all the people that that are following us back and getting rid of the ones who aren't. So I've stopped with this guy here. I believe he is following us back. Let's just make sure. Click on his thing, and it comes up. And if there's a little mail thing here that we can actually message him, that means that he's following us back. That's the only way that you can tell now on Twitter, when you're on Twitter, if someone is following you back, is this little thing there. So what you need to do is just click on the next one, wait for it to load. He's not following. Sorry, Jared, don't have time. Come back here, click on the next one, wait for it to load, and it says, oh, Oliver, great to meet you. I'm going to have to send him a little note. He's in the UK. Not really the perfect prospect for us as a company, but anyway, he'll do. Lee, not following. There we go. And as I've been doing this, there's some of our authors that we've published for that aren't following us back, and they just haven't been trained in Twitter. I'll be doing that with them, but I don't unfollow them either. But let's just see. We did something wrong, not unfollowing him. It's not a big deal, but it does take time. Try again in a few minutes. Twitter gets unloaded. So okay, that's what you do. You basically make sure that this message button is there. If it is, they're following you, welcome them, get to know them, send them an email, or send them a mention. Oh, we're in a good spot here. That one person's there too. This person is there too. This person, Nate Morrell, is not. Oh. Okay, so you get the basic idea here. I'm just going through and I'm unfollowing people who aren't following me because I'm following way too many people to be comfortable right now. So that's it. Now here's the other thing that I really, if you're doing it this way, if you're not paying someone else to do it automated or semi-automated, and I'll show you one of those in another video, but what I do here is Okay, management coach. You know what? Let's just unfollow. I'll just unfollow the ones since I'm here already. It takes a while to do it this way. And you see why I tell you never take this long to do it. Generally, give people about 4 days to follow you back. If they're not following you back in 4 days, it generally means that they're not on Twitter really, and why should you waste time following someone who's not on Twitter to be part of the conversation? My personal philosophy, you might think differently, but that's Istanbul. Why are we following the city of Istanbul? Anyway, shofar sounds. I need to get to one that's following us back. Yeah, okay, there we go. You want to start from the bottom and work your way up. Oh, Kristen, she follows me on RevTrev, so I follow her. She's a great one to follow, by the way. Oh, and as soon as I say we're gonna be done quick. Okay, here's what I'll do. Since I don't need to do that, Brett is following us, right? So Brett is following us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to add him to a list. Now this list here is a private list, and it says from here, and now he's on that list from here. Now when I come back, if I come back to the site next day, I'm going to come back here. I'm not going to do it tomorrow, but anyway, the next time I come back, I go and I say, this guy I'm actually going to delist because he was where I stopped. No. Mention, no. Add to list. If I'm adding them to a list, I can just take them off from there and then shut them down. That YEG list, I'll show you. So now when I come back, I say, oh, Brent is the one that I stopped at. So I come back here, I scroll down to the bottom of the page. Depending on how many you have, it takes some time. It took me about 5 minutes to get to the bottom of the page. And then I just did a search in Firefox. You just do a search, and there we go, Steve Little, and it'll tell me where it is. And then I go up to Steve Little, and there I know where he was. And that's how far we got today. So anyway, that's just a short little video to tell you how you unfollow people on Twitter, knowing the ones who aren't following you back. So that's how you do it. And I'll explain more in another video. I'm Trevor Lund. Go to revtrev.com/Twitter-tips and download your copy of Twitter Tips from RevTrev. Get a massive following on Twitter and have a lot of fun meeting people who are there for the conversation. Take care. I'm Trevor Lund.